Christmas was absolutely lovely this year. Well, if you ignore the fact that Danteo got the flu and passed it on to all of us, of which we are still recovering. Nothing will stop us going all out for Christmas though. We whipped up hundreds of pigs in blankets with a little help from Danteo, of course, and I even made my famous trifle along with a sugar-free option for our sugar-free little one. Let me tell you, they were a huge hit. Father Christmas arrived with plenty of presents, well, mostly empty boxes. Kids love boxes. And we had the most wonderful time surrounded by family. We also still found time to clean out the greenhouse. Stay tuned for the full episode on that. So while it was a magical Christmas, we were also fighting off sickness. But just before family arrived, Borja had one last project in mind. A small one, of course. Let's dive in. I'm going to talk to Borja now about our next project because we don't like waiting around, and that is to remove this section of slabbing. I don't know if you can see it on this view, but it's very curly-whirly. Slabbing, as anyone knows that's done it, is very expensive. Yeah. So what we're doing is trying to work with what we've got. So what our plan is here is to cut a line down here, remove all this section and reinstate it as grass. Our treat to ourselves, we're getting someone in to do this. It's quite heavy work moving these slabs and cutting it out, so we're getting someone in to do it. These slabs we're going to hopefully reuse over there by the greenhouse, and we've got another project over there next year.
Yes, we've got a lot of projects.
Loads of projects.
There's a lot happening next year, like a lot. So
the slabs are cut, the line is straight, and it already feels better. Now I'm measuring up to get what we need for the next part.
Look at this. The paving is the straight line, but this is a mess because this is all now what it was underneath. We got all of the concrete up, and so the plan is to put soil and to put grass. Something that people normally does when it's a lovely, nice, warm weather and it's an enjoyable day out, but not me. I was, yesterday I had my laptop open and I said, you know, Dean, I think we need to kind of get this done. So I ordered 4 tons of soil and 40 square meters of grass rolls, which they arrived yesterday. So my plan today is to put it all down with the addition that was inspired shopping, and I also bought 200 hawthorn bushes to fill in the hedgerow. You can see the land is not straight, so the idea is I'm going to start filling up more soil on this area because the grass I need to kind of like slowly slope down so it ends up kind of like on the same level here. So that is the idea. Yeah, okay, yes, now I feel better because I explained that bit. And now I'm going to start moving soil. Oh. I can acknowledge this is not the most thriving content, but I mean, you guys have seen us laying brick, so moving soil is not really that different. Something that has to get done. So believe it or not, I'm absolutely exhausted. I've got like this, I'm like sweating but cold, and I've not even done half a bag. I've got another 3 to do to be able to kind of like lay everything. So let's move some more soil. Let's do it. So now you're going to be seeing me doing a little dance, because I put all of the soil and now we need to kind of like do little steps to make sure that all the soil is filling all of that air gaps, so there is no, it doesn't dip after a little bit. So you can see, like, obviously it's quite aired, so I need to do this all around this soil. Okay, so I stepped all over the work that I've done and now that it's pressed, I'm gonna have to put some more soil, because have I not put enough soil today already? So I'll put some more soil and then I will do the last rake before I start finally to put the grass down. I think it's all prepped. I feel like the hardest job is done. Now I can start with the grass, that's the most exciting and rewarding, because it suddenly changes. So I'm gonna put you here with a time lapse so you can just see me doing it fast. I'm gonna put some music and I will get Dean to put the drone up so we get some really nice detail shots laying the grass, because at the end of the day it's an art, isn't it, to be able to do this. So and how it transforms. Let's do it. the first job is concluded, finished, done, and I'm really happy I've done it. I actually have spare time to plant all of the hedges I need to plant, which I'm going to show you next. But what I need to do next with these, I'm going to actually water it. Beep, 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 beep. Yes, did you just see that? The things that they just crossed, those are called mongjacks. It's a growing family, I'm going to say. Every time they appear more. And so they've got a perfect setup because they have a buffet here and they live in a woodland right there. So, and obviously there's no fencing, so they are in the perfect spot. You see them running around. Actually, I am adapting what I am growing based on what I see that they don't eat. This brings me to the next thing that we need to do. And I'm going to start planting hedges. These sticks that you see is because it's the winter, they are bare root, and they are much cheaper than planting full grown hedges. The method of planting, this should take no time because literally I'm using a spade that I can just like go in, open up the soil, put it in and just press it. That should be all. So let's do it. I've got 200. Go in, do this. I'll open it. I do that. And we've got one. And then I press. And hit this 200 times. So let's put in a time lapse to make it a bit more fun with some music. So what happened here previously, you can see from this, they actually had big hawthorn the previous owners, but I believe they just cut it down to the grass, to the ground, so so they could have the views of the fields. But I think if you can keep it low, it still feels connected, but there's a nice definition. They're all planted. You can see it's almost going dark now. So it's taken a while, but I'm going to put the gourds, hoping that I can save some from being the wildlife dinner tonight. I'm done. Oh, what a day. My back is killing me already. But I'm done. It's done. It's so worth it. It's done. I only have to do it once and then it can grow. Now, the only thing before I kind of go inside and make myself a nice warm cup of tea is I had some leftover of the grass rolls. So what I'm going to do, and I have done this before and it works, and I have actually asked ChatGPT and it confirmed it, is that what am I going to do with the grass that I've got left over? I'm going to put it upside down. So I'm going to show you. Hang on. I'm going to lay it like this. The soil up, the grass down. This what it's going to do is it's going to suppress the weeds. I can get rid of it, and then it will decompose over time and actually will help with the soil structure. So I will just, I mean, ideally you have to kind of weed before you do that, but who has the time to weed? So I'm just gonna basically be laying it around sections that I think it could do with some improving, and then this will suppress the weeds that they're growing, so it's not going to be competing with it, and I can get rid of the grass that I have. So everyone is happy. Dean is happy because it's tidy. I am happy because I've put a use and I'm not wasting stuff, and also the plants are happy because I'm not competing with the roots, growth, etc. So yes, everyone wins. And the plants are down, the grass is in, and I'm gonna have a cup of tea after I do that, and then I'll show you how it looks.